How to get out of debt. I'm gonna make some suggestions you will not like, but you have to hear this until the end. And we're starting right now. So I will start by saying this. If you're in debt, and it doesn't matter how much debt you've got, $1,000, $2,000, $1 million, you're the only one who can get yourself out of debt. You got yourself into it, and trust me, nobody's gonna help you get out of it. So you are on your own. So the sooner you realize this, the better, because what you're gonna do is take responsibility. And that's really the first step in getting out of debt. You have to say to yourself, it's not the government's fault, it's not the school's fault for not teaching you something, not your parents' fault. It is your own fault. You did it. Having said that, I'll tell you where I'm coming from. I am not trying to sell you a get out of debt plan. If you want to buy that, go someplace else. And I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. I'll also say that I was in debt myself. And oh man, it was no fun. But I'll tell you some stuff I did that really helped me. So first let's check some basic statistics in the US. And I'll post a link to that article in the description. Average credit card debt, $16,000. Average auto loan, $28,000. Average mortgage debt, $172,000. Average student loans, over $40,000. If your debt is less than that, congratulate yourself. You owe less than the average person. But still, it really sucks to always owe somebody else and never have enough for yourself. So here's the first easy tip. If you're working, go ask your boss for a raise. And you just might get it. So I'll tell you what I was like. A long time ago, I was working in a grocery store. Okay, I was the stock boy. And my boss, the store manager, let's just say he was a real son of a gun. People would try and avoid him. And that's because whenever he talked to you, there was always some kind of problem. And so what was happening is, nobody was ever asking for a raise. I wasn't asking for one just because I was afraid of the guy. A good friend of mine told me, you know what? At this rate, you're never going to get a raise. And I really needed one. So he encouraged me to just go over there and talk to him, and I did. And you know what? I got it. Okay? Moral of the story is, just go and ask for it, and you just might get it. And that raise is going to help you pay off your debt. The other thing you can do is go to your lender and ask to refinance. Let them be the ones to give you the options. The easy options are going to be maybe a smaller monthly payment, but a longer time frame. What you want to do is get something better, so maybe even a reduced interest rate. And that would be a lower monthly payment and no extra payments. But at minimum, get yourself familiarized with all the finances. If you don't know this stuff, it is really a sin. Now again, we could easily go and blame school, but really? You're not able to read? Go and check it out. Go study this stuff. Go and read the terms of your contract. See what it says what happens when you don't pay. And how long you can do this. Are they going to repossess the car? The house? God forbid. What else can the bank take? Figure all this stuff out. Nobody else can do this except you. But here's the thing. When you come to the bank first, instead of them coming to you, they will definitely listen to you, and you might even get favorable results. And I'll explain why. So let's say the bank does nothing. It doesn't go your way, and in the end you stop paying. What's the bank gonna do? What do you think they're gonna do? They have really two options. If you have collateral, then they have to take that collateral and try and sell it on the open market. So maybe your collateral was your house, God forbid again, but let's say it was your house. They will be lucky if they can sell that in a year. They take your car, same story. That car might be sitting in some parking lot the next 6 months, waiting to be resold or leased out again. So with you stopping payments, the bank is losing out big time. The other thing they can do is resell your debt, so sell it to a debt collector, and that's no fun either. The debt collector is going to make your life a nightmare. They will do everything in their power to motivate you to start paying again, and they will do this, and this is the cruel part, you will even be paying their salaries as they do this. So before all this happens, just go to your bank and have a conversation with them. Explain your situation, and you know what? Again, you just might be pleasantly surprised to find that there's options. But if there's no options, I've even got more tips. And the other way is to sell stuff that you already own and use that money towards paying down your debt. So I'll mention some statistics, and again, there's a link to these statistics in the description. You'll find this interesting. They say that the average home has 300,000 items. To me that sounds kinda high. I'm guessing they count every single fork and spoon. But still, that's a lot. The average woman has 30 outfits, one for every day of the month. And in the 30s that figure was 9. Average family spends $1,700 on clothes annually. And that same family throws away 65 pounds of clothing per year. Money in the garbage. Americans spend more on shoes, jewelry, and watches than on higher education. And shopping malls outnumber high schools. 93% of teenage girls rank shopping as their favorite pastime. Isn't that great? And women will spend more than 8 years of their lives shopping. Nice. I'm also going to post a link to another video I made of stuff that you already own and you can sell online. Go ahead and watch that and maybe you get some ideas. But the idea is quite simple. The debt collector man is going to do exactly the same, but he's going to do this for you. And worst case, repossession, that's exactly the same thing. Except they're taking the most valuable things you own. So maybe that's your house and your car. Well, I don't know about you, but I would suggest you sell your least important things first. And very likely you'll make a couple of grand, and maybe that money is going to be enough to buy you some time. Could even be enough to pay down the whole debt for some of you. But the key here is time. So, you want to maximize the amount of time you're making good payments. And as long as you're doing that, you're also maximizing the chance that some opportunity comes about. So maybe you get a promotion, maybe you get a new job, and until that happens, use the stuff you already got to make ends meet. I'm sorry if this sounded harsh, but you could be the kind of person that actually needs to hear this. When you sell your stuff online, you're actually doing several things at once. First of all, you're taking responsibility. The other thing you're doing is paying off your debt. And really cool, the other thing you're doing still is learning something new. So you never know. Lots of people even turn this into a business, and they become entrepreneurs. And they make tons of money online. You could be one of them. So I hope that helps. That's free advice for you. If you happen to have more tips, post it in the comments, and thanks for watching.